Hey there, how's it going? Dave Allred, TheRealBarman here. So we are back with episode number 2 of the Dave and Nick Show, brought to you by the Bar and Restaurant Breakthrough Podcast. Today you are going to love the episode, I promise you. So we are in the second half now of January, and we're all trying to get out from beneath the shadow of these January doldrums we sometimes experience. So today we're going to give you 4 awesome bar promotions that you can use specifically for the month of February to help boost your profits and boost your sales. We all know how big the Super Bowl is for February, but we aren't going to stop there. In fact, if you use my birthday, which is February 23rd, you could have 5 bar promotions this month. Yep, I'm offering my birthday as a royalty-free promotion for you to use as you see fit. It's totally up to you though. You're welcome. All right, enough of that nonsense. Let's jump into it. If you have any promotion ideas of your own, whether it's February or another month, you're welcome to post it in the comment section below. In addition, you can click on the link that I posted below this video to get an additional 25 bar promotions for February put out by Nick. He's offering it for free. It's really good, so you'll want to check that out. All right, off we go.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the Bar Restaurant Breakthroughs podcast, where today Dave, Allred, and I from Bar Patrol are going to talk about 4 profitable bar restaurant promotions for February. How you doing, Dave?
I'm doing great. Great too. I'm looking forward to this one. I know with February looming over the horizon, we're kind of coming off the holidays here. Everyone's still kind of hungover. Times are slow a little bit, so it's nice to have some weapons in the arsenal. I know there's Valentine's Day, but you're either kind of a destination spot for Valentine's Day or you're not. So that's already kind of set in. So it's nice to kind of have, some weapons that you can put in there. So I'm looking forward to the steps you have here and the promotions you got for February.
Yeah, and also not on this episode, but the next episode that I have planned out for us is actually to talk about a Valentine's Day promotion that isn't your typical Valentine's Day promotion. It's more of a
awesome
show type thing. So we'll definitely talk about that next week. But the very first one that I have is obviously Super Bowl Sunday is going to be coming up. And, if you're in a place like, say, Chicago, where I'm at, and we just got beat by the Eagles, we don't see ourselves.
Sorry about that.
That
was rough.
Oh, I was hurt, but we don't see ourselves being in the Super Bowl. So obviously the cities, the states where, you got your team in the Super Bowl, you're going to be packed no matter what. So there's times even like if the Packers are in it, we'll be pretty busy. Vikings are in it, we'll be pretty busy where we're at. But, there's times where, you might not be able to pack your bar with Super Bowl if just, the right team is not in it. So one thing that I've done every year pretty much is we do a TV giveaway. So I'll go out and I will work with a sponsor and get them to pay half. We get 55-inch TVs from Sam's Club in my area for anywhere from $350 to $400. So it doesn't cost a whole lot, but I'm looking for something just to bribe people to get them in the door. A lot of people are doing Super Bowl parties these days. So one thing I try to do is I do a big giveaway, and then when I'm promoting this through my email list, text list, or social media, I'm bringing up the fact that, hey, you can come in, we're going to cater to you, we got these specials, you got a chance to win this TV. Plus, when you have people over at your house, you got to deal with people spilling on your couch, your floor, the cleanup, this and that. So I bring up some of the pain points to hopefully persuade them not to have that Super Bowl party, but instead, or not go to a Super Bowl party, and maybe instead come to our bar to watch this because, we got all these big flat screen TVs. We're going to take care of them. We got great specials. Plus, I got a chance to win, a pretty expensive TV. So these have always worked really, really well. And guys always want a bigger TV, and so for us to promote this and get that TV doesn't cost us a whole lot, especially when we're working with one of our sponsors to do that. The other thing that we're really working on this year is coming up with catering packages specifically for Super Bowl parties, so doing the pizza, the wings, and packaging things together. Easiest way for us to promote that is number one on our TVs in the bar, sending out an email, targeting people on Facebook who actually, like our page, and getting it down to, I'm going to be, not at this point, but we'll target men and women with this because a lot of the time some of the guys, they got their wife doing all the cooking and everything, and they probably just would rather just say, hey, I'd rather just cater some stuff in where I don't have to do all this cooking or anything, and just open up a box and some pans, and boom, it's ready to go. So those are a couple ideas that have worked well for us. We're just starting the catering stuff this year. But the Super Bowl party, what has worked best for us is doing that. Also doing party package giveaways. A few weeks before Super Bowl, we've done things where people can get free pizza pasta, something that's inexpensive to feed people, and then give away like 3 packages of 10. So they got to come in with a group of 10 to 15 people, and we take care of that food, and then that brings in extra 30 people or so. And again, this is all based on who's playing and how busy we think we're going to be with that. But those 3 things are what we've done over the last 7 years that we've been open.
Let me ask you this: Do you ever do the squares, the Super Bowl squares at your bar? We do that in our bar.
We don't, because we used to, but 6 years ago in Illinois, they passed the legalized gambling machine. So we have 5 gambling machines like we have in Vegas, or like you have in Vegas. So we can't have any kind of dice or any kind of, any kind of stuff like that, like squares, and we'll lose our gaming license. We do too well on that to even.
Which is a good note to everyone out there to make sure to check your state laws. Yes. So you're not gambling during the Super Bowl.
Exactly. So that's promo number 1. Promo number 2 is off the wall. Okay, this is something kind of crazy I did, and it's worked out really well. It's Thank a Mailman Day. Okay, and that's on the 4th of February. Again, you don't have to do this directly on the 4th, but I came up with this idea to reach out to our local post office, and I found out who the head person was in charge, and I got in contact with them over the phone and just to say, I'm Nick. I'm the owner of Casey's. I'm sure you're probably aware of it, but the 4th is Thank a Mailman Day, and I came up with this off-the-wall kind of idea. But because of the hard work and service that you and everybody else does, what I wanted to do was I wanted to actually give you guys a after-work party and take care of the cost. And what I would like to do is invite everybody in after work and take care of all the food for the party. Okay, and again, I did pizza, pasta, salad, garlic bread. Doesn't cost much, $3-4 a person to feed. And I just wanted to do this for them, and they paid for all the drinks. So they picked out a date, and we did everything for them. Everyone had a good time. So over the last couple years, we've done this, and it brings in between 40 to 50 postal workers. And now they even have their Christmas party at our bar as well. So from reaching out to do something nice, do something kind for them, turned into other added revenue, other business. And even with us giving away this food, I mean, everyone, I would say, I don't have the exact numbers in front of me, but I'm sure we're pretty much drinkers, buying 4 to 5 drinks, so they're spending another $15-20 on drinks on top of that. Plus now some of those people have never ever been to our bar before, and now come in for lunch or will order in lunch. So this is just something kind of off the wall and different that you could do that could turn into long-term profits in what I like to call a big money promotion. If you can get, maybe your post office has 50, 60, 70, 80, 100 people, if you even have the room for that. But it's just a simple way, no marketing costs. You just reach out and ask, hey, who's the head of, the post office, or would I contact about you could even say a catering or whatever, and just reach out and say, hey, we want to do this for free. I wouldn't reach out and say, hey, I want you to come in and I want you to pay this, but I would come up with some type of free offer, some kind of incentive, some kind of bait to get them to bite, to get them to come in, show them a good time, and think about the lifetime value of that party, those people who come in versus just that front end. So that's Thank a Mailman Day, just kind of an off the wall promotion. Let
me ask you this, Nick. So why did you pick Mailman? I mean, is this something that can work with? Can people brainstorm and work with other groups? Like, we're going to go to the DMV or the dentist, or whatever. That's off the top of my head. But is there other groups that they can target to bring in, or why the Mailman?
Yeah, I mean, the reason why I picked that is because February 4th is considered to be Thank a Mailman Day, and so when I saw this, I'm thinking, well, okay, what the hell? What kind of promotion could I come up with that? And that's what I came up with.
Gotcha.
So if there is, DMV, this and that, holidays, I don't know if there are or not, but I mean, still, you could still reach out and say, hey, in February, we're running this special. We want to help out, maybe you say
secretaries or teachers or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's just reaching out, talking to people, saying, hey, we want to do something great for you guys. I mean, there's National Teachers Day. I think that's in August or September or something, which we've done something very similar there too. So, but yeah, you can hit different groups. But the reason why I picked this one is because it's actual Thank a Mailman Day
in February.
Yeah, in February. This one, send a card to a friend day. So this is the 7th. This is the perfect email opportunity to send to your email list. I'm huge on email marketing. Why? Because it brings an average of a 3,800% ROI. And it flat out works when you know how to use email. And one of the reasons email works so well for me, for my clients, is because of what I teach and preach. Build trust, credibility, relationship through your marketing. Stay in consistent communication with your customers, and don't always just keep hammering them with, hey, here's our specials, here's our promotions and whatnot. I like to be a little bit more personal, tell them what's going on with my family, inside the bar, with employees. I want to get these people to feel like they know me on a personal level, even if they've never met me before. So this is just the perfect email to send out and let them know that, hey, or just go within the email. You always want to tell them why you're sending them that email or where this may have come from, but just say, hey, today, not sure if you knew, it is send a friend to a card day. It's the 7th of February. I did not have your mailing address, so I thought the least I could do is just send you a quick email saying, hey, I just wanted to say thank you for your support, your loyalty to, Casey's Pub. And you could put an offer in there to get them in the door, bring this in, get 20% off your tab, get a burger, buy a burger, get a burger free. You can put whatever kind of offer you want in here. It's just the perfect opportunity to reach out and say thanks for their business, based around this holiday, and then put an offer or not in there, to drive people back in the door if you wanted to. But it's just a very simple way to stay in consistent communication with your list. And how many other bar or restaurant owners do you know that are reaching out and focusing on their customers, thanking them for their business, and running this kind of promotion? I always like to come up with off-the-wall shit that other owners are not doing. I want people to be like, whoa, this is weird, or this is strange, this is nice. Yes, weird and strange is good, but also having that nice part on, or that value-driven part at the end, because that's what's going to stick in their minds versus, all these other bar or restaurant owners kind of doing the same shit over and over. You want to stand out. What we're fighting for when we are marketing to existing customers or non-existing customers, people who don't know about us, is their attention. If we can't get their attention, everything else is pointless, right? So this is just a way to kind of grab that attention, stick in their minds, and give them a great offer, or just say thank you for their business. You can get an image created of an actual card that would have went out in the mail, if you use it saying, hey, I don't have your mailing address. This is what I wanted to send you, but hey, this is the least I could do by sending it to your email. So that's send a friend to a card day. Next one is the 9th of February is National Pizza Pie Day. So if you serve pizza, obviously one thing you could do is come up with different pizza specials. One thing we've ran I want to say 3 or 4 pizza eating competitions in the past. The last couple of years we haven't, because we run a 8-week promotion for the Boys and Girls Club, a big charity event. But these worked out really well. So I'll kind of tell you how we ran these pizza eating competitions. And they bring in about 50 to 60 people on average. But what we would do is we'd look for 15 different guys who would want, or girls who would want to get in the pizza eating competition. We did a medium cheese, or just a medium cheese pizza, whoever could eat it the fastest. And we tried to get 15 contestants. Those contestants would pay $5 ahead of time to get their commitment, and that paid for the pizza. So they were pretty much paying for the cost of the pizza, and we would get a big white table, and 5 people would first go up there, because we wanted this to last. We didn't want all 15 people going at the same time. But we'd always tell people, or we'd run a special half off on pizzas. And what drew so many people in is when somebody gets in, they're telling people, yeah, I'm in this pizza eating competition. Their friends want to go see it. Their family wants to go see them do this. It's entertaining. It's different. It's wild. It's a wacky promotion. And people, are looking for that different type of stuff. And this has always worked out really, really well for us. We've also done a 1-pound eating competition, or 1-pound burger eating competition that has worked out really well too. But the whole idea is just to get 15 guys. If they all bring 5 people, what's 5 times 15? 60?
75.
75 people. My math is great today. 75 people in the door. If they just bring 5 people, plus you have your existing customers that are going to come in and watch this stuff as well. So again, if you've never done one and want to do something kind of crazy and wacky, you could do that. If you don't serve pizza, you could still do a pizza eating competition. I used to do all of our party booking promotions using a buddy of mine, Frank, who owned this place, Napoli's Pizza, a mile down the street from us, when we had a very small kitchen. I'd get my pizzas and pasta from him at a very inexpensive cost. It worked out for him because he had literally over a year, thousands of different people trying his food, asking where it's from. I'm paying pretty much the food cost on it. And so it's like I'm promoting him in his business. People are trying his food. It worked out really well. So if you're thinking, Nick, I don't serve pizzas, this wouldn't work for me, it will. Work with another pizza place. Another offer you could do for pizzas, you get the first X amount of people in the door, they get maybe a free pizza, or they buy one, get one. You could do a group of 4 people who order 2 beverages, maybe gets a free pizza, or a group of 4 who comes in and spends $5 on beverages. That's 5 times 4, $20, and you give away a free pizza that costs you $3. It works out. So those are some different offers that you could run for National Pizza Pie Day. And we got 21 other promotions for you that are not in this video or in this podcast. But if you do want to download those, you can get them in the digital magazine for February. A link will be below this video. It's a free download, and you can get the other 21 promotions for February. Dave, anything you want to add to that?
No, I think that's awesome. When you start doing promotion stuff, I realize how many days that they have celebrations for. So going through the calendar and looking at certain theme days throughout the year, like you said, being crazy and wild, I really like the thought of that, because it's true. That's what's going to stand out in your memory when you think of a place. The same old thing's not going to work. So beyond what Nick's doing here, he's got a ton of them, but go look at your calendar and see what you can do on there and get creative with. I think that's awesome.
Awesome. Thanks, Dave. And we'll see you guys on the next episode. And remember, next episode that we have coming up, I think it's episode 32 maybe, but we're going to talk about how to pack single women into your bar.